Most people think rich people look rich. Luxury cars, designer clothes, expensive watches. But statistically, the people who look wealthy are often drowning in debt. Meanwhile, the people quietly building real wealth, they look completely average. They drive older cars. They repeat outfits. They avoid status games entirely. And while everyone else is performing wealth, they are quietly buying freedom. Today I will show you the 7 habits of people who are quietly rich. Almost nobody talks about these. Habit 1. Write down every expense. Manually. Not in an app. With a pen. This comes from a Japanese method called Kakeibo. And the reason it works is psychological. Digital spending feels invisible. Tap your card once, and your brain barely reacts. But when you physically write, food delivery, $37. Impulse purchase, $62. Your brain feels it. That friction changes behavior. Quietly rich people make spending visible again. Habit 2. Feel the cost of waste. In Japan, there is a concept called moechini. It means the shame of waste. Most people lose money through invisible leaks, unused subscriptions, wasted food, impulse purchases, buying the same thing twice. The average household loses thousands every year, without ever noticing. Quietly rich people hate waste, not because they are cheap, because they understand this. Every wasted dollar is an hour of your life traded for nothing. The fastest way to save money is not earning more. It is simply leaking less. Habit 3. Live below your limit. In Okinawa, people follow a rule called hara-hachi-bu. Eat until you are 80% full. Quiet wealth works exactly the same way. If you earn $5,000 a month, live like you earn $4,000. That gap between what you earn and what you spend, that is not just savings. That is freedom. Because the moment you spend everything you earn, you become a slave to your next paycheck. Wealth is not about income. Wealth is about margin. If this is hitting different, subscribe to Falco Theory. While everyone else teaches you how to look rich, this channel is about becoming rich quietly. Habit 4. Stop chasing new. Modern consumer culture survives on one thing: your dissatisfaction. New phone every year. New fashion every season. Constant upgrades. Endless consumption. There is a Japanese philosophy called wabi-sabi, finding beauty in old and imperfect things. That scratch on your watch. That older car. That worn leather wallet. Quietly wealthy people stay wealthy because they do not constantly reset their lifestyle. They have mastered something rare: satisfaction. And satisfaction is financially dangerous to consumer culture. Habit 5. Save first. Most people follow this formula. Earn, spend, save whatever is left. The problem? There is never anything left. Quietly rich people reverse the order. The moment money enters their account, savings happen automatically. Then they live on what remains. This single habit changes everything, because it removes willpower from the equation. You stop relying on motivation. You start relying on systems. And systems always beat motivation. Always. Habit 5. Save first. Most people follow this formula. Earn, spend, save whatever is left. The problem? There is never anything left. Quietly rich people reverse the order. The moment money enters their account, savings happen automatically. Then they live on what remains. This single habit changes everything, because it removes willpower from the equation. You stop relying on motivation. You start relying on systems. And systems always beat motivation. Always. Habit 6. Learn free happiness. One of the biggest financial traps today is the belief that enjoyment must cost money. Restaurants, shopping, nightlife, constant consumption. But quietly wealthy people master the art of cheap joy. Walking, reading, cooking, nature, deep conversations. In Japan, they practice something called Shinrin Yoku, forest bathing. Simply walking through nature. Free happiness is dangerous to consumer culture. Because once your joy stops depending on spending, you become financially impossible to control. And that is exactly where you want to be. Habit 7. The most important one. Hansei. Deep self-reflection. At the end of every month, quietly rich people sit down and review their behavior honestly. Not to punish themselves, but to ask one question. Did my spending actually reflect my values? Because most people spend emotionally, impulsively, socially. Quiet wealth is different. It is intentional. Every dollar is a decision. And over time, these 7 small invisible habits create something powerful. Not flashy wealth. Freedom. These habits will not make you look rich tomorrow, but in 5 years, while everyone else is still performing wealth on social media, you will have quietly bought your freedom. That is the Falco way. I will see you in the next one.